Medical information obtained from our website or the live show is not intended to be a substitute for professional care. If your pet has or you suspect they might have an illness or other medical condition, you should consult a healthcare provider. The opinions expressed on this radio program are not necessarily those of All Paws Pet Talk, this radio show, or their sponsors.
And now live in this studio, it's the All Paws Pet Talk call-in radio show with the valuable knowledge and expertise of our panel guests. Ready to take your calls. Listen for the phone number so you may call in live. Take it away, panel.
Welcome to All Paws Pet Talk Radio. I'm so excited that you've decided to join us again today. My name is Cynthia Siegel, and I'm your new favorite pet psychic or animal communicator. You can find me at my website, cynthiasiegel.com. And Siegel is S-E-G-A-L. What I do is talk to your pets for you to make sure that they're getting the love that you're sending to them and the services that they require. And speaking of services, with Hurricane Irene just passing the east coast of Florida and they say on its way to South Carolina, I have the most interesting guest on the line with me today. You are going to be thrilled to hear the work that she does and the information that she's going to be sharing with us. Her name is Toni McNulty, and she's from Humanity Road that specializes in making sure both pets and their people know what to do and are taken care of in disasters. Welcome, Toni. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Cynthia.
I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about Humanity Road.
Yes, Humanity Road is a nonprofit organization that was formed immediately following the Haiti earthquake in 2010. And our mission is to educate the public before, during, and after disasters. We help people understand how to survive, how to sustain, and how to reunite with loved ones during and after a disaster. Our volunteers are trained and equipped to use internet and mobile communications, and what we do is collect, verify, and route information online during a disaster. Humanity Road also has a cluster that is called Animals in Disaster, and I am the team lead for that cluster. And that is why I'm here today to talk to everyone about preparing their pets as well as the rest of their family for emergencies, not just hurricanes, but any type of disaster.
Well, listeners, didn't I tell you we had a good one for you today? And who isn't interested in a little bit of preparation? What is it they say? A stitch in time saves 9. And with Humanity Road, you're not only saving your life, but the life of your pet. And you brought up a very good point, Toni, how to get back together again afterwards. So give us the name of your website, please.
It is humanityroad, one word, .org.
All right. And I bet you have a lot of goodies for people even on the website.
Oh, we have a ton of information on the website. And also for pet owners, if you click on there's a tab at the top of our website that says Animals and Disaster. If you click on that tab, you'll find some blogs. One of them is called the Animals and Disaster Digest, and that is what we are updating daily now as Irene moves into the U.S. area. And what we're doing is we're searching out information about where there are pet-friendly shelters and tips on preparing your animals to evacuate if need be.
How timely.
Yes, it is. One little statistic people might not be aware of is that in a survey last year, only 7% of American citizens said they have an emergency plan in place. And
wow.
of that 7%, which is so tiny, 2/3 of them said they have considered their pet. But that leaves the vast majority who are not prepared in the event of a disaster. And we can see the effects of that using examples like the Joplin tornado and the Tuscaloosa tornado that just came out of the blue and caused tremendous devastation. People were not prepared, and even though it's very difficult in a massive tornado, there are some things that people can do to be prepared and know what to do when you get that warning. So that is our job, is to help the public know what to do and make it a little bit less stressful and hopefully safer.
I love that you're on the lookout for pet places so people can go with their pets to shelter. And so this is a shout out to our listeners. If you have any information that could help others, please go to Humanity Road, and there's a place to add that information, I'm sure. Send an email so we can help build their database, right?
Yes, you can add it. Just add it as a comment on a blog, and we will pick that up and make sure that other people find out about it.
Beautiful.
We also are on Twitter. On Twitter we have 3 accounts. One is @RedCrossDog, and RedCrossDog continually tweets safety information, preparedness information for the public, for people and their pets. We have @DisasterAnimals, which is the account that keeps people up to date during a current event. For instance, in Irene right now, Disaster Animals Twitter will be tweeting locations of shelters and official announcements, that kind of thing. And then @Humanity Road is our main account that tweets information for people in any kind of disaster before, during, and after. We're also on Facebook, so you can find us there also.
What a great service. Can I ask how you, Toni, got involved in this?
Actually, it happened after the Haiti earthquake. Like so many people, I was concerned, and it was just so shocking. And so I was on Twitter. I was not, I was relatively new at Twitter. I had used it some in my business. But I started following the Twitter stream about Haiti, just trying to see what all was going on. And I realized that there were people in Haiti tweeting for help. And I also noticed there were people responding to them. And I thought how wonderful that even with communication out, no electricity, no telephone service except for cell phones, that people were able to use social media and ask for help and receive it. It was just amazing to me. And so I started noticing the people that were really getting the job done, and I asked about it and found out about Humanity Road. And so I signed on as a volunteer, and then in August of last year, we began our RedCrossDog campaign to educate pet parents. And then recently we expanded our Disaster Animals accounts to cover livestock and horses and, all kinds of animals, not just pets. So
I absolutely love
doing
that.
What I do.
I love that you started a Twitter called RedCrossDog. I love that name. It's really what we're looking for in hurricanes. And it's also very interesting to me.
It's actually a story about RedCrossDog if you have time.
Okay.
The founder of Humanity Road, her name is Chris Thompson, and her Twitter account is Red Cross Mom. She had been a volunteer with Red Cross for many, many years. and she has a dog named Jade. And on the 4th of July last year, Jade was swimming with his vest, which he always wore. But as he came out of the water, as they came out of the water, she took his vest off. Well, Jade was old.
Toni, I'm going to have to interrupt your story right there just for a moment. We have to go to a station break, and I invite our listeners to come back and hear the end of this story and more. I have more questions for Toni. You're listening to All Paws Pet Talk Radio. My guest today is Toni McNulty from humanityroad.org, and we'll be right back.
And they could squeak and squawk and speak and talk to us.
People of the world, let's get together. Let's all make this world a better place.
Welcome back to All Paws Pet Talk Radio. I'm your host today, Cynthia Siegel, and I have with me Toni McNulty, who is from humanityroad.org is the name of their website, and they are an organization devoted to giving you information during disasters where you can take your animals and get more information on how to proceed if something goes wrong. You were saying, Toni, something very interesting about that people can tweet as well, which I just love the way that all of technology is coming together to create us as one family, helping each other. And you were in the middle of a story when we went for a break. Would you like to share the end of that?
Yes, that was the story of RedCrossDog. RedCrossDog was 17 years old, and he was swimming with his vest on. But as he came out of the water, his mom took his vest off, and while she was tying the boat up, he slipped back into the water and drowned. And she pulled him out. Because she had been a Red Cross volunteer for many years, she was able to resuscitate him. And so she then began a Twitter account for him called RedCrossDog.
What a sweet story.
So that's how he got his name. And she decided that Humanity Road, at that point, needed to start educating pet parents about, pet safety and how to prepare your pets for a disaster. And so that has been RedCrossDog's mission and my mission ever since.
I thank you so much for taking. Thank you so much for taking that on as a mission. And I know that there's a lot of people that are going to be excited to know about humanityroad.org. You can go there for information or to add information if you have knowledge that will help someone else. And I thank you so much, Toni, for your time today. Is there something you'd like to leave our readers with, our listeners with?
Yes, one thing, and that is please go to our website and find out how to prepare an evacuation kit for your pet. It's so important to have items during a disaster. If you have them already packed up, then you won't have to search for them. You won't have to worry about stores being out of them. Number one is food and water. Number three is a crate and good identification. So many pets get lost during disasters. So if you can, go to our website and check us out, and we have all kinds of information that will help you prepare for your family, including your pets.
Thank you for your time today, Toni. I appreciate you being on the air with us. And again, I would direct you to humanityroad.org, where you can find out how to take care of your pet, and also where you can give more information that you may have that could help save a dog or cat's life, or even a people's life, which is really what we're all about here.